How do I give myself grace? I pray a lot. I pray a lot. My life is busy. So in between the busyness of my life, I always make time because business is spiritual. It requires so much of your soul monies. So I always try to think positive. I pray a lot. I'm grateful. I'm a grateful person. I love to be thankful for everything, whether it's problems or it's opportunities. I'm always grateful because I know that everything happened for a reason. So that's how I give myself. Hi, my name is Dikeledi Seoloane. I'm an accountant, professional accountant. I have an accounting firm. I run an accounting firm and academy. The accounting firm is Matsobanemetja Business Consulting. I'm a young lady who's passionate about life. I love life. I love all things positive. It makes me stronger. The business is spiritual, but having to pray and asking for the light to be before you step out of the door when you're looking for those opportunities. I think that is what's giving me grace. Having to be thankful for the day that went well, or even if it was not so good day, because you can't always have everything going well in your life. So all these things are happening because they have to happen. So we just need to be grateful for that. So I will just say the three things that help me to give grace is that I'm a prayerful person, very spiritual. I'm a grateful person, very thankful, and I always try to be positive all the time. I'm not always. I try by all means to always have different perspective about life, even if at that time I'm getting lemons. But we know what they say: when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. So I always try to see what I can do with the lemons that are poured at me. So I make lemonade. Cute. Yo, it's not even funny. I always tell people, if it was not because of business, now you look, two people knowing me is fine. I'm good.
Oh wow. Anyway, hey RealFam, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome to another episode of Sis Give Yourself Grace. I'm excited today because I have my queen right here. I've got my queen right here, and I hope you loved what she shared about her giving herself grace. And yeah, how are you feeling today?
I'm good. Thanks, Anya.
Yeah, I'm good. So we're gonna start with the gratitude for the day, or your gratitude moment. So what are you grateful for? It can be today or something in general that you're grateful for.
Yeah. I'm grateful for life. Like I said in my intro, I'm somebody who's passionate about life. I love life. I love positive things. I wish that my life will just be inclusive of everything, happiness, positive. However, life doesn't operate like that. So I pray a lot. Mm-hmm. I won't say I'm spiritual, but I always reflect my whatever that I'm going through, either happiness or problems. I always refer to God.
Yeah.
Sometimes, we are human, you have emotions, you miss that there's God, and then you come back now and say, hey, you are the God's child. You still need to go back and pray, and then you fix yourself.
Yeah. I actually love that. I love that because I think I've also had my fair share where, things happen in my life and I tend to have fears or maybe dwell too much on my own understanding and not thinking about God at that very moment. So I can resonate with that, and I think when such moments come in our lives, so we need to remember whom we are, who our Father is, because no matter what you do in life, if you're going to try to rely so much on your own understanding, instead of you bringing healing, bringing solutions to your life, you'll just be bringing misery because you are worrying about something that you cannot control. So definitely. I love that. So RealFam, one of the reasons why I'm honored today to have Dikeledi on this episode, on my podcast, of course, sis, give yourself grace, is because she's one of the most amazing women I know, and also someone who inspires me, believe it or not. She says I inspire her, but she inspires me as well. And let me tell you how she also inspires me. Not only is Dikeledi a sister, because I think when you meet people in your life, they don't just become people or acquaintances. You know, if you guys get to work together or just interact or connect, there's just something higher about that. For me, I look at her as a sister and someone I respect so much, and I love that she believes in me so much, because I do most of her designs. Well, not all the designs, but most of her designs. Okay, this girl has many talents. Let me just say that. She's gonna tell us a bit about what she does actually. So I love that you believe in me. If you're saying, Tabi, I need this, you trust me with like wholeheartedly, because you know she's gonna deliver what I need. And that, I don't look at that as okay, me offering a service, but I look at that as someone who sees something great in me, and I love that. So before we go, I know I talk too much, so you're gonna be doing much of the talking. So I think my first encounter was when you had an event. Yes. Remember, I emceed your event.
Women Empowerment.
Yes. So tell us about that event. A little bit, and because I have a question about that event, but just take us through that event a little bit. Yeah.
The event was under the initiative that is sponsored by my principal company, which is the accounting firm. So what I do with the events, I do women empowerment. So in the women empowerment, it's like me coaching other business women, ladies, but especially the one that are still starting in the beginning. You know, just to say this such thing that you must learn about business, because you know, with us in the Black community, we are always the first. I'm the first to start a business in my family. Nobody taught me about certain things, even the ones that I thought maybe somebody will. No, if one can drop it.
Should I?
Or not answer it.
Oh, just yeah. Oh, it's fine.
Yeah. So with the event,
it's not making noise. No, it's fine.
Oh yeah, Raza.
Okay. No, it's okay. It's a podcast, so phones will ring and all that, so it's okay. Okay.
So with that event,
she has 3 phones. Shut up.
So with that event, what happened is it's for a year. I take this woman for business coaching for a year. We meet once in a month. We talk about business, but we'll choose a topic about maybe customer relationship, about finances, which is my core, and anything that has got to do with business. Then we have 3 events. During each group has 3 events. So the first events will have the ladies, because like I said, they are starting. So we'll have them designing logos, not them, but having a designer, a graphic designer like yourself, to create logos for them. You know, that is building.
So
their
basically,
brand.
you are empowering women.
Yes.
To kind of find their feet in business.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you know, when you start a business, you are starting it with what you have, which is skills, your profession, your talent, your gifts, you know. So there's a lot of things that goes beyond that. So some of the things we are not taught about them, like customer relations, you know. We're like, I've got many clients, I'm okay, you know. But you need to retain those clients. How do you retain those clients? By giving them good service, you know. Have promos there and there, give them thank gifts, you know, those things. They count a lot, because you are building a relationship. As much as you are giving them a service or you are selling them goods, but you are building relationships. So that's how business are built. So I try to show them that, okay, as much as you are in catering or hospitality management, it's not about that only. It's also about how you work with other people. I mean, you have customers, you have stakeholders, you have the finance people, you have everybody else, and you need to talk about your business at some point.
True.
Like I was telling you, I'm extreme introvert, but I had to learn that that my business doesn't care about my character as a person. So
you have to get that sold.
Yeah, so you need to sell yourself. You need to sell yourself.
I
So
love that.
yeah, even me starting those kind of initiative, it's me also trying to help myself that I must be out there helping other people. While I am helping other people, I'm also helping myself.
You're also helping
because
yourself.
I'm also learning. Yes,
I love that. And just to add on that, sometimes you think helping others or sharing the knowledge that you have is somewhat taking something away from you, and instead you are also gaining so much. That's why I say when I see myself in a room, whether I'm in a room of women that are at a certain level than myself, I don't even want to say maybe a lower level or whatever, because I think this thing of titles really changes our perspective. Because when you get into the room and think of your titles or use your titles as your way for you to benefit more or to be seen, for me it's a problem, because I believe that there's always something to learn. I can learn something from a student, someone who is still in high school, someone who is still in, or my younger sister. Let me make an example. My younger sister, someone who is not experienced as me. There's always something to learn. And in summary, what building that customer relationship and everything. So when I usually do my digital marketing webinars, or just because I had this series called Let's Talk Business Over Coffee. So I will talk about the principle of dating your clients. And people are like, dating your clients? I'm like, no. Dating your clients is constantly checking if your clients are in a good space, making sure that they're in line with what you're doing for them, and basically what you just explained now. So in summary, date your clients, because something great can come out of it, And I think I've done a bit of that, haven't I?
You did.
Okay,
you
thank
did.
you.
A lot.
Okay, she just testified that I don't just preach it.
Yes,
I practice it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. We talked so much about that. So going back to the time you did this event.
Yeah.
There's a song that you played by Vosinbo.
Oh yes.
And to this day, I'm still touched by like how you, when we listened to that song and what you said, the story was behind it. So please tell us a little bit about it. The name of the song again. I'm trying. I think it's ringing in my head, but. Before we get copyrighted.
Oh yeah,
I'm sorry.
You just reminded of this moment. Okay, so with this song, so I'm an academic person. So when I
let's just put them there so that they don't fall.
Okay, when I told my parents that I want to go to university, so because there was no one who went to university before in the family or even around, so to them it was like, no, we don't have money for that, so yeah. So but I wanted to go to school, so my mother helped me, and then we drove to Johannesburg because I wanted to go to UJ. So I went to UJ. So the reason for my grind and the naming of my businesses is the name of my father and my mother.
And what's the name? So I think they're interested in knowing that.
Yeah, it's Matsobanemetja. So Matsobane is my father's name, Meja is my mother's name. So the reason I loved that song is that it carries so much meaning for me, for what I do with my work, because I always wanted to make my parents proud, because they thought that not them. They can't have a child who's gone to university, and so sometimes it makes me sad, but it also carries me, because it pushes me to say, you know what, you have a reason to do that, because you always wanted to make your parents proud. So that is why I love that song.
True.
Yeah.
I love that. I think I think there's so much power in that, and not only because, you know, we always look back into making our parents proud, but the story behind it, the story behind it is so beautiful, and how I wish they were here to witness all of that. They're both late, right?
Yes.
And you know, such moments you wish they could be here to just say, you actually did it, you know. But I think what you've done, and I just want to, you know, give kudos to you, how you even match the names. For me, they're looking down on you each and every day, and they are living in this business. Their spirits are constantly with you because you have, you know, engraved their presence in your life, in the work that you're doing, and also for the person that you are. Because I think, I mean, I've never met your parents. I didn't know them, but I believe you're a very kind person, and you know, it makes me think of how your parents were, and I think, oh no, she probably got it from them, you know. and I'm just grateful to God that you are able to carry that, and it keeps you going, you know. Some of us are still fortunate to have our parents. I mean, I still have both my parents. They're able to witness, you know, my success. And I mean, from me building a home for my family, seeing them, because I remember there was a time where that day, I don't even know what happened to that picture, because it used to be my profile picture.
Yeah.
So I was home when I started building the house. So before the conversations that I would have with my mom would be like, yo, now when I get hankas of you know?
Yeah.
And then when the building started, the process, obviously we started with the foundation, and so there was this moment where I had to pause for a while, because I think I needed to get more money so that I can buy more material, you know, so that we can, you know,
yeah.
So my mom was doing laundry at the time. Mama got some but now she's better. She's woke up. So I kind of stole that picture, and then she was doing laundry outside. Silver.
Yeah.
As she was doing laundry, like just by, we were busy building the house.
Yeah.
So where she was, it's between this half building, and in between the shack is showing. So that picture, when I took it, I saw my mom at Khatwa, and I was like, God, I just cannot wait to see my mom and that picture inspired me to keep going as well. And you know, I'm gonna look for that picture.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look for that picture. You know, it inspired me to keep going.
Yeah.
So I'm so grateful that they're still here to witness that. But I'm also grateful for the story that you share, and how you are so passionate about the work that you do, because not only are you, you know, putting in the work just so that you can just keep their name standing, but you do it because you love it as well, you know, and that's beautiful. And I think we miss that as people, because sometimes we're doing things because we, you know, at some point you want to work hard so that you can make a difference back home, whatever. But the truth is, there has to be a bit of passion in it. Don't just do it for the sake of doing it. I know at the beginning sometimes you can just do it for the sake of money and all of that, but eventually you have to get to a point, because you'll run out of ideas.
Exactly.
You'll run out of ideas.
I was actually I'm reading a book, like I told you that I'm trying to read these days.
Love it.
So I bought a book last December. It's called Level Up. I can't remember the author.
Okay.
So the chapter that I was reading is purpose. So it talks about what is your purpose, you know. So we all of us, we have purpose. All of us, we have a purpose, and your purpose is money, is around money. But that's not actually a purpose. Your purpose is what you want to do with that money, you know. So like it gives me like a different perspective about, you know, I also wanted money. I just wanted a good paying job so that I can fix my parents' house, I can renovate, I can do this. But for me it was I need extra money, but that was not my purpose. My purpose was that I want to make sure that my home is a good home, my siblings are well taken care of. So that was my purpose. And you see even now in business as well, I said in the intro, just business is spiritual. So when you are in business, you are saving, you are a servant. So when you are in business, there's no way that you are not going to be passionate about what you're doing, especially if it's something that you love. So first of all, like I like to say, whatever you believe in, because not all of us believe in God, but whatever that you believe in, just whatever situation you're confronted with, do not move away from that thing that you believe in. So with me is God. I've been praying, I need to do this for my family, I need to take my siblings to school, I need to do this, I need to do that for myself. So that for me, I thought it was my purpose because I need more funds. But my purpose is just to make my world a better place.
Love that. I love that so much. And I hope you took something from that, because really, I think, you know, with so much happening in our lives, you realize that, you know, waking up every day without a purpose, without direction, or doing something for the sake of doing it. I know it's easier said than done, you know, because some will say, I don't really have much of a choice. But the truth is, you have a choice. No matter what, you always have a choice. But I'm not going to be hard on you. I'm just going to say that when that time comes, you will know. It's like making any decision. I remember there was a company that I used to work for. It was hard for me to leave that company because at the time I was building a home for my family. I was like, okay, how am I going to finish up the roof, you know, tiling. The tiling is expensive. I was like, if I live here, what's going to happen? How am I going to finish it? So I stuck it out and stayed for a while. But, you know, staying in an environment where it's just your body there, but your mind, your spirit is no longer there, it's a problem. It won't serve you because you are unhappy. You wake up every day, you are unhappy. You wake up every day, you're like, when is this day ending? And that's not how we should live our life. Anyway, let me stop preaching. It's not about me. Let me stop preaching. So I want you to share a bit about what you do. By the way, I think my books needs handling. Like, this is me on national TV. Let's call this national TV to say
exposing yourself.
I'm exposing myself, and I'm saying that, you know what, at some point I thought I could actually do it myself, but no, I'm not winning, and I think I need help. And it's okay to ask for help. That's another thing. It's okay to ask for help and to notice when you need help, you know. And that's something that I've been actually healing from, because it has been so hard for me to ask for help.
Yeah,
I've struggled so much.
I gotta be a strong, independent woman. We are taking that literally. We are taking that literal, and it's not. We are not winning.
It's not, you know,
we need to accept for you can't be a master working. Jack of all trades. Yeah, because we end up mastering nothing.
Master of none.
Yes.
You know.
So those are the things that when I do my coaching, I tell the ladies that you can't do everything. Obviously, when you start a business, you are a one-woman show. You are everything. You are a marketing manager. You are everything, you know. So even finance, there's nothing wrong with you doing your books, but once in a while you must find somebody who's going to take you through what is happening in your business by just looking at the figures. So like you were asking, I'm an accountant, I'm a business accountant, and I run an accounting firm, Matsobanemetja Business Consulting, and I also have an academy, and I have other initiatives as well. So some of the initiatives that I have is the woman empowerment one and the bookkeeping fundamentals one, which is we host workshops all around the country to business owners, just to say, as much as your business is operating, but you need to be aware of the compliance side of the business, because many entrepreneurs, what they do, they only know about this thing when start send them an email or SMS, or they phone them. Yes.
Email. I also
they are very busy now. Yes. So we are just trying to say, yes, do what you do and be good at it. However, do not forget that you are building something. Business is like a baby. You breastfeed it, you grow it. There's time where it needs you to expand. It pushes you to do things. So sometimes you also need more funds, or you need more investors. So you go knock at those doors. When you knock at those doors, they ask you for certain documentations, and you don't have. You are running your business in the dark, so you are not.
But what certificate? So where's your BEE certificate? You don't have a BEE.
The only thing that you know is your CK. You see, so
that's all.
Yes, so it shouldn't be how we run our businesses. So I'm not saying go and study accounting or bookkeeping, but be aware that there's things like that you need to know about. I mean, you see corporates, I worked in retail, and Mr. Ackerman, the owner of Pick and Pay, knew that he needs to have accountants, knew that he needs to have advisors, knew that he needs to have a marketing department. So you hire the people that are skilled to do that in your business. Hence, we come to you for designing, because we can't do it ourselves. Even if we try, it's not going to be professional. So your brand must look professional, so that people can want to work with you.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that, because the truth is there has to be balance in what you do. And I love what you're saying, because and this is something that I constantly needed to be clear about, to say, you know what, as much as you're good at this and that, you cannot be doing everything. It's impossible to do everything, So really understand that for your brand to get to another level, it has to be supported by a team. You can't do it alone, I've tried it for a long time, but now I'm at the point where, as much as I would outsource for specific, because as a creative, creatives are flexible. So I know that, okay, I have that database of maybe certain creators or designers. If we need to develop a system, and I know that this one, I cannot do it on my own, then I kind of call the team to say, hey, let's do this.
Yes.
And it's a big project. We grind. After that, when it's done, it's back to, And I think there has to be that balance. And I don't think we all want to see, not necessarily we all, I don't think you want to see yourself in one space. You also want to wake up every day knowing that you're building something that is growing. So I love what you said. We are building something, and building something means you want to see progress. You want to see it getting to another level. And I think that's what one highlight that you should also take from this video, that whatever you do, build, that you are building something. And while you're building something, make sure that you play your part, and to make sure that there's progress, we are elevating. Okay.